Where's that blasted salami? I can smell it. Ah, all it needs is slicing.
While you're at it, fix one for me.
You intro or intro?
I'll intro, I got this.
Okay.
What's this? Welcome to another episode of TaviRadio SatAM. I was about to say Mule Boy. Welcome to another episode of TaviRadio SatAM. I'm your host, TaviRadio Funkle, followed by my co-host, Lycan Jones.
How's it going? That was the most simple. What is this, season 1? Episode 6?
That sounds like you sound like Sylvester Stallone again. Stallone Cast Part 2?
No. What is this? Season 1, episode 6. We're going to talk more about cosplayers again. What's going on, Paul? Anyways. So, yeah, welcome to the episode. This week, we talk about the aftermath that was the Christmas parade.
Okay.
Tav also has problems with Bumbletown Comics. And...
I don't like their adaptation of me.
And, we talk about, Mirai, which we saw in the big screens in our local theater, and talk about who our roster for Smash Ultimate, if we could afford the game, and the console, and everything about it, would be.
I gotta get some GameCube controllers, a Nintendo Switch.
First things first, how have you been this week, man? Meng?
No. I had an issue with Bumbletown Comics, as you mentioned earlier.
We're diving in this right away, huh?
I've had enough of this shit. Alright.
Alright, first on the docket, Bumbletown Comics. Go ahead, Tab.
We'll get to town updates in a minute.
Yeah.
Since we gotta talk about the parade, but I think the parade is bigger than this. So that gets to go.
No, you brought up Bumbletown Comics. I said, how are you?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just
So-
gonna go second.
No. I said, how are you? You said Bumbletown Comics. Let's go into this right away. Let's get this out of the way.
I've had my gripes with that place for a while now, alright? I go there and I buy my Dragon Ball Z trading card game cards there for 50 cents a pop because I'm trying to beat everybody there.
Let me guess. They jacked up the price to the complete collection of Dr. Slump, and you're like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I've had enough, you know. The Dr. Slump collection used to be $50, and now
It's $52.
it's $52. Now it's $51. I'm not paying that much for Dr. Slump, okay?
I would. And I have. Here you go, Tab. Merry Christmas.
Oh boy, Dr. Slump, the whole collection.
I'm kidding. It's all of Love Hina.
Never mind, throw it out. Alright, boys. Early Christmas. Okay. No, but like the comic book place here in town.
Oh wow! I guess it's as heavy as a thwomp. So
I would say this place must be run by the Kremlins.
our moat is practically being run by Kremlins now.
I mean, what's stopping Frank from just being King K. Rool?
Gaining weight. He's a family man. He doesn't have a hatred for apes. He has a hatred for Songs-and-Vakians.
What's the difference between them?
Apes have class, and apes aren't. Well, it's not their fault. Okay, it's not the apes. It's not the all the apes that we've met here in town are racists and weird kinksters who are too open with their ideas.
I can't believe he started filming that stupid movie.
We'll get there. So Bumbletown Comics, what's your beef? Bumbletown Comics, what's your beef?
Might as well be the fucking phone thing. No, I've had enough of them. Alright. I go in there, I'm like, oh yes, I'm trying to look for Spider-Man number 788. And they're like, oh, that comic book sucks. I try to look for any comic in there. I try to look for anything. And I ask them questions, and the guys are super pretentious.
Really?
It's like the joke from The Simpsons of like...
the comic guy?
The comic guy being like, no, Bart, you don't want that one. That comic book sucks a dick.
That's not from The Simpsons at all. He's just like, hey, how much... Hey, comic guy, how much of this? Ooh, you do not want that one, little boy. I'm afraid that people who like that are Neanderthals. And if you will kindly please leave my store and never, ever darken my halls again.
That's pretty much this guy, except he's way more of a dick.
Stan Lee came back. Stan Lee never left. You don't want Batman in the Batmobile.
Broke it or made it better?
I'd say he made it better. Like, he's just walking around and, like, putting Marvel comics in front of other comics.
No, but, think about the comic book guy, but turned up to, 11 and more of a dick.
Ugh. I thought those people were slowly being phased out of this world because... Actually, you know what it is? And here's a little inside baseball, in my opinion. So, comic guys. The guys that comic guy made fun of. We had a lot of those guys back in the 90s and I'm going to say early 2000s. From 2000s downward when comics became more, the comic shock became more of a thing. And nerds had a place where they could lord over other nerds, king nerds. Something I was very familiar with in high school. Here's the thing.
What was that, 1938?
Shut up. Alright? It was a different time. We only had 2 comics. We had Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Alright?
Doesn't DC stand for Detective Comics?
No. Maybe.
Doesn't it stand for District County?
District County Comics?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I used to think. I think it's... I can't remember what it meant. But anyways. So in when I was a kid, I remember those being the types. But then in recent years, when comics made I guess more of a leap towards being more respected, when the rise of the graphic novel came in, and then also with this whole essentially Marvel and DC trying to phase out assholes out of their comic collectors, by making it more inclusive and essentially saying, yeah, you guys are hurting our industry, and then they're coming out and saying, no, you're hurting your industry because you're not making comics for me anymore. That's it. I'm going on Twitter and saying Miss Marvel is the worst comic ever. I don't want to see a comic about a stretchy-ass Muslim girl anymore. It's not for me.
What's up?
All this SJW comics are coming out here and telling me that my life is wrong. I'll tell you right now, Black Panther is the worst comic ever. I liked it better when he was a supporting character in the Fantastic Four. That is the stuff I'm hearing every day on. This is why I'm off Twitter now, Tav. Why I don't give a shit about people whose opinions on comics. But those guys at Bumbletown Comics, I'll say they are the last. They are the remnants. They are the last of their kind. I'll tell you right now. I mean, there are probably other places in small towns, but I mean, the idea of a small town even having a comic shop so run by someone like that is absurd. Because you can't make business by driving it away. If you're the only game in town and all these nerds have nowhere else to get comics from outside of a subscription, once it's not that Amazon it's an example of where Amazon or online shopping has destroyed a place like a comic shop. So. But then again, Bubbletown Comics has a rental place back there too. Which, by the way...
It sucks.
Are you fucking kidding me? I went into the back, I saw their rental... Okay, their rental system sucks, but their choices... I saw them, man. That is taste, in my opinion. You go to their Colton Sci-Fi section, that's fucking taste for me.
Yeah, you go back there and you see the first run editions of Dragon Ball GT DVDs.
Did you check their VHS sections?
No, I haven't. No.
Well, that's why you didn't go far back enough. But also, I don't know. I don't know, but I mean, I think maybe their one blind spot is anime. So, but they do have all that whole wall.
Actually, no. I think the anime they have there isn't too bad, actually.
Well, I mean, also
some older run stuff and their manga stuff.
Their manga stuff is pretty incredible with the stuff that they have. Yeah. Look, Bumbletown Comics has a dearth of riches. All right, but the people who run it might as well identify as dragons because they're like Smaug, Essentially, they pretty much act like Smaug or like fucking goblins.
They're more like goblins.
You want some? Welcome to Goblin Town. You want some of this?
Pretty much. I was in there with Blazing Beats. Everybody knows him.
Yeah.
And he was talking about magic, and I've literally heard the most.
Oh my fucking god! I would slap his binder out of his hand if he said that to me.
I was listening to them talk for like 20 minutes about magic cards, and it was the most pretentious sounding conversation I've ever heard in my life.
That's again, Magic. Look, Magic is like the OG like trading card game. All right, Yu-Gi-Oh. Everything else comes after that, dude.
I'd rather play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I know Yu-Gi-Oh's fine.
I'd rather play.
I don't know how Pokemon trading card game works, to be honest.
I learned, and I think out of like learning how to play the game, I still know how to play.
Yeah,
it's about getting energy. It's about setting down those stupid energy cards. But here's the thing:
okay.
You'll never get enough energy cards because when you buy booster packs, it only comes with 2 energy cards. So you have to buy a bunch of these things.
You know, it's funny. People talk about how powerful Charizard is. You know how powerful first gen Zapdos is? He does 60 and 100. He does.
He's a legendary card. That's why he was banned.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you. I can go into a tangent about Pokemon TCG.
Some other time, but yeah, okay. So you heard Blazing Beats and this Goblin Merchant talk about
and then this is post him selling. Pretty much this whole experience was we went in and he was here to sell his Xbox 360 because he thought, GameStop's gonna give me a shit price for it because it's GameStop.
When will Bumbletown will give me?
He's like, I wonder what Bumbletown will give me. I wonder what that means.
And you went in and
the guy's like, he goes on his phone. I swear, this motherfucker goes on eBay or Amazon to see prices. He's like, let's see here, 360. I'll give you 30 for it. And these games. Let's see, what is that? What game is that?
Halo. Who plays Halo?
Halo 3. That's kind of old. No one probably plays that one. I'll give you 50 cents for Halo 3. What is that? Halo Reach? No one plays that either. That's literally how he said it. Like, no one probably plays that one either. I'll give you $1 for that one, maybe.
I hate that attitude 100%. I think that's like the worst attitude.
At least at GameStop, they're not stummy about it. They're like, let's see.
Well, at GameStop, you have that kid from that commercial. It's like, oh, hi, welcome to GameStop.
Copy that.
And it's just like, hey, man, I got an Xbox and a couple games. Oh, let me check it out. Ooh, seems I can only give you $30 for it.
See, at least
these games, I think I can only give you 50 cents. You know, it's the way the market is. I'm sorry, my friend.
I feel like the GameStop employees.
Well, GameStop employees are
almost apologetic about it, but it's their job.
Yeah.
But this comic book store guy is just like,
look, you come to the troll market.
You come into my
house.
You take a dump in my bathtub. And you have the decency to sell an Xbox 360 to me?
Look, to be fair, I think Bumbletown has to be right because they have a life-size original Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
That's the only thing that's keeping this place running. That Spider-Man has better customer service skills than that.
Excuse me, can you help me find where your toys are? Oh, over there. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that Spider-Man has better customer service etiquette than these guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, Bumbletown Comics, surprisingly, there are more places to go beyond that one. Specifically for people, because remember, like, you were just saying that with comic book stores, you go in there, you either hang out with your homies to read comic books like a bunch of fucking nerds, or you go in there and
I did that when I was a child.
Or you go in there and you play Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or whatever other TCG game is popular at the time. And now there's literally a place in Bumbletown where you go, let's say even Bumbletown Comics, you go there and you play Magic with your amigos, or you play even D&D. It's a place to just like hang out and play games with people. You make friends there that are also degenerates like you.
Well, that's how it was back in the day, man. You're talking about things that were like the norm.
Yeah, but now it's a more dedicated place that's way better than that.
That's good.
It's a way better card place too, according to people I know, like old man Trevor down the railway station.
I guess still playing Magic. Is that why he lives by the railway station? He uses all of his money on Magic cards.
Yeah.
That's the thing about trading card games. Once you get in, it's hard to get out because it's like you put all that money into it just to have the best games and best cards. You know.
I played Magic only once in my life, and I didn't know what I was doing.
Man, you gotta lay down that mana first. Come on.
I lay down mana. Then I gotta lay down a tree.
Gotta lay down land? My land card?
It It's a little.
You're playing. Look, it's hard to say, but it's essentially like a role playing game. It's essentially like an RPG.
Which I'm fine with, because I play D&D on the common.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else about Mumbletown that makes you mad aside from their poor customer service?
Yo, guys, when you guys gonna hook up that VCR player again? I want to watch Pokemon on VHS.
Fair enough. Okay. Moving on, we have town updates. Let's talk about the Christmas parade. So this year went off without a hitch. No disasters.
All right, last year
we didn't have a fight between the Grinch and Santa Claus like last year.
No, last year was a disaster. We decided the Johnson vacuum float that we decided to put towards the beginning of the parade just caught on fire spontaneously for some reason. John said it was part of the show, but the whole float caught on fire.
Well, no, it's part of the show. Don't worry about it.
Then why are the people on the float burning alive?
They have fireproof suits.
One of them was naked in a Speedo.
And put fireproof gel all over their body. Don't you know how that works?
You're cleaning up the mess, not me.
No. Diplomatic immunity. This is friendly relations, Tav.
Speaking of which, I've decided to free Turumo. I talked to District Attorney, my dog, the District Attorney, Peachy.
Oh, hold on, we'll get there. But I'm trying to say is, what were some highlights of the parade that you enjoyed? I, for one, always enjoy the Shriners showing up. They're the best problematic old guys I've seen in my life, but they can ride a go-kart like nobody.
I'm surprised they even still want to do this, the Bumblecomb parade.
I know, right? But when it comes to like saving people from like a destroying thing, they're the first responders. Our freaking, like, to be fair, our fire department does not march, and neither do our police. But the local karate people do. Mm-hmm. The 15 karate martial arts students we have here, the two karates, the 3 taekwondos, the 5 jujitsus, and then the 3 Brazilian jiu-jitsus, and 4 capoeira places do. We got no judo places at all, or a Muay Thai.
We have a mixed martial arts place too.
That's one guy.
I think that teaches Muay Thai.
It's one place. Wow.
It's surprising that Bumblerville even has a bunch of martial art places.
What place doesn't? Tav, are you gonna go back to taking your karate lessons? By the way, you're still a yellow belt.
I haven't taken karate lessons since I was 7.
Exactly. You gonna go back and finish? Are you too afraid those little kids are gonna find a way to, like, karate chop your enormous ass?
Listen.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I could learn technique.
10 cheeks.
10 cheats. I could clap people's cheeks. I could karate chop their asses off. Or I could just... Or while they're preparing their stances, I can just pull out a gun and shoot them.
I've seen enough Chuck Norris movies, and he is a black belt in karate, where he can outdo that.
Yeah, but what beats the gun?
The foot in your face. I once saw Chuck Norris throw a cobra at a man. That cobra wrapped around the gun, twisted around, and pulled the trigger. And shot the man in the face. I think that was an Invasion USA. Or maybe the Stallone movie. Or I'm thinking of the Stallone movie Cobra, where he eats a pizza with a pair of scissors.
Plus, I'd rather learn Jeet Kune Do because, Bruce Lee's cool.
And plus he taught that to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which is why he's the final boss at the end of Game of Death. Hey, you're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And this is my little knothead.
No, I'm thinking of Airplane.
Oh.
Hey, you're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No, I'm not. My name's Roger Murdoch. I'm the co-pilot. You're my favorite basketball player, but my dad doesn't like you. He says you only try except for the seasons. Why don't you tell you? I've been hearing that crap since I was in college. You tell your man to go up and down the court for half an hour and see how he likes it. Oh my god, I like Airplane.
But what about Airplane 2?
It's all right. Where they go to space.
That sounds stupid. Anyway,
yeah.
Back to the
parade.
parade.
So yeah, we let all those martial arts kids take a couple of the local radio stations. I marched with the local werewolf union.
I'm surprised that you decided to.
I go every year, but I'm always in the middle where you can't see me. And plus, are you trying to say we all look alike?
No.
We all march in the classic werewolf uniform, a torn plaid shirt and slacks.
Oh, so you guys didn't decide to go with the what are those what's the jock sweaters?
Oh, Letterman's?
I'm surprised you guys didn't go with the Lettermans with the lone wolves on it.
No, that's the gang. And we haven't been in that gang since we were teenagers. Where Jerry's sister fucked up the... That's why we don't wear them anymore, man. We wear them as a joke when we go bowling together.
Oh, here comes the Lone Wolves team. Let's see if they can make our comeback.
Yeah, we're champions, but then we got banned because it's like, wait a minute, you all guys are werewolves, aren't you? Yeah. No wonder you've been hitting strikes every time.
Werewolf strength, you guys are throwing cannonballs down the aisle.
That's it. I want you guys to get out of here. Fine. We didn't like this. We didn't like your crummy bowling alley, anyways. We're gonna go find a candlepin bowling place instead.
It's okay. The bowling alley here in Bumblerville, the Saint Bumbler bowling lanes kind of sucks anyway.
Yeah, I liked it better when it was actually owned by a large corporation. They had
actually, yeah.
Yeah, because they had like standards.
Yeah, but that place has a Neo Geo in the back that has broken versions of all the KOF games.
Nice.
Like, you want to talk about Rainbow Edition?
Jesus Christ.
But anyway.
No, but yes. So yeah, we marched.
I got to ride in on the mayoral car, which is just a giant hamburger.
You chose that.
Yeah.
Let's see. We also had a couple local businesses like.
The dentistry place.
They walked in. They had a giant tooth guy.
Well, who I beat up.
Yeah.
Who I got out of the car to, hey you! I thought I told you to leave town.
Oh no! Wait! It's not me.
Everybody thought it was a part of the show, but it wasn't.
Some kids were upset because Hate Ape or Love Ape didn't show up.
I did not invite them.
But
they put in their applications.
BMTV, all the stars of BMTV had their own nice little float, which I liked a lot. Local radio station.
Didn't they build a giant float of Bruce Willis's head?
Yeah, the Hudson. Everyone was dressed up like Hudson Hawk this year.
Smug
face.
Saber had a float. It was him going through a time machine and bringing back the caveman, who was just Tisrati, but people don't know.
The Tavoland Superstars had their own float, which was on the back of a pickup truck while they played the boombox and made Yuri's pretty much finished off Yuri's melted wax figurine even further. It was a sunny day that day, surprisingly. Which
is never the case. So sometimes the Bummerville
we get rained out. Yeah, we get rained out. So I mean, it was the perfect time to wear traditional Wolfman's clothing that day. Otherwise, we would have just worn our union jackets. Like when you go to see like a Teamsters thing. By the way, we're having our Wolfman's dinner, Christmas dinner on the 23rd this year.
Is this an invite to me or to everybody listening?
To everybody who listens, you give us $5, you get yourself a free lamb chop. I won't promise it's cooked. You got if you have a problem with raw meat, well, by all means, bring your own grill. Let all you normies in, and that'll be your way in. And it's normally a private thing where we discuss werewolf politics, where we're at, how we can further take advantage of wolf jobs, But it's just pretty much us talking about bullshitting, talking about old times, bad times.
Like how when you took
how
you talked about your castle.
I'll be honest with you. A local werewolves union is closer to an AA meeting than it is to a Teamsters union. Okay. Like most of us come in there to commiserate and talk about our guilt over our past crimes, and our lost loved ones from past crimes or who've been taken down by angry mobs, and our fight for
equality and acceptance, but also trying to fight the animal within us, but also accept it as what we are. It's very sad. As opposed to, all, vampire cults out there, which they go by cults. They prefer to be called cults.
Robert from your werewolf union asked me if I can be a sponsor.
Oh, you should. Did you say yes?
Yes.
No, the thing is, like, werewolves, when they ask for sponsors, that they're going through that help me, I need help program. The help me, I need help program, they ask for a human, a non-lycanthrope, preferably also a non-monster that has manipulative abilities. So, I mean, if you're gonna be a sponsor, preferably not a vampire. Also, preferably not a mummy with any cursing abilities. If you're like, I don't know, a mummy that was in life, not a sorcerer or some high priest, you're cool. Like, pretty much you have to be...
What about a Frankenstein homunculus?
That'd be cool. I mean, as long as that guy's stable and won't, like, encourage fights or anything. Well, we're looking for a good, clean person to encourage our lost werewolf brethren, alright?
Listen, I'm glad he asked me, but I'm not sure if I fall under the parameters of that. I've heard the people of Bummerville call me a monster.
I think you fit right in.
Jod called me monstrous once. Hey, it's not my fault. I walled you guys in.
Yeah, it's by the way, are we ever gonna do anything about just the local vampire cult around here? I mean, they don't do much. They're kind of mostly weirdos. They're essentially like, you thought the weird goth kids who hung out.
They were the weird goth kids.
Oh, yeah, all weird goth kids, when they grow up, they become vampires essentially. That's the rule.
I don't know. I don't mess with them. They don't mess with me. I told them, you guys stay out of trouble, or else you don't have to answer.
They want to build their own church. And by build, they pretty much want to take over that old Presbyterian church that is abandoned because it looks like a castle.
I don't see the problem.
Okay. Anyways,
as long as you're not touching that Muslim.
By the way, they actually, despite it being a sunny day, they actually marched this year too, but they all wore umbrellas and sunscreen. It was very funny because it was like watching a bunch of goth kids walk around.
Oh, I wonder why Yuri wasn't there. Oh yeah, she's back in Transylvania.
Yeah. And then at the end of the parade, we had our favorite guy, the Grimp, show up.
Oh yeah, the Grimp showed up. But every time he turned around, it wasn't the Grimp.
Oh, it was some guy in a mask.
But then he turned around and like, oh, it's the Grimp, and he's smiling away.
Yeah. So that was pretty fun. And then, of course, Santa Claus made his showed up too.
In reality, it was just Rocco Bodie in a Santa outfit.
Man, I'm surprised
Christmas cheer.
Christmas cheer. Christmas cheer. I know what you did. Santa always knows. So yeah, it was a pretty good parade. I had a lot of fun. And I can't wait for it to be next year.
There was some guy walking around selling like animal hats, and there was one with a wolf hat on.
Yeah, not proud of that. I think we all got together after the parade and was like, hey man, this guy's trying to steal our image.
And then you were saying you had issues with the company recently about using your image.
Which company?
You were telling me this, I think yesterday. You're like, I don't appreciate this one company.
Oh, okay, yeah, so... And we'll get to this, because it ties in with it. So what happened was, I went to Slovakia because they had cheap trees at the tree farm. I usually get my Christmas tree from there.
I'm surprised you even gone there before, because they usually have what I call bad ears.
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm walking around. First thing I notice, Terumo has licensed his image. And there's a lot of pig memorabilia. I'll put some images up on the podcast right now. Here's the evidence. Terumo's been licensing his image to the Slovakian tree farm. I'm walking around. I'm like, that's weird, but I'm more power to him. And I see for the little kids, they got a storybook house.
Mm-hmm.
And in the window, they got a big cardboard cutout of a wolf in a grandma costume. And at first I was like, oh, like Little Red Riding Hood. And look closely. The wolf is clearly modeled after me. The most famous werewolf in town. And I thought, like, what the fuck is this? That's like That's like Dr. Amigo, practically. So I went up to the guy and said, like, look, who does that wolf in the window look like? He's like, you look pretty close, huh? He's like, yeah, it's me. I know what you guys are doing. I'll keep quiet if you give me this tree for free. Discount. How much a discount? 90% off. That's practically for free. Yes.
We have to make a profit or else Judge gets mad.
Fair enough. 80%, so he doesn't just for a little something for your family. All right. So I got the tree for 80% off.
All right.
And I told him like, hey, look, if that werewolf mask, if that werewolf cutout gets more people in here, gives you more profit, so be it. I don't want to take that away from you people, but you got to promise me you're not going to drink. You're not going to drink all the profits you keep to yourself away. You're going to give it to your family.
Well, I'm glad that you sorted that problem out.
Yeah. And speaking of things that sorted out, look. So you were telling me about our DA Peachy saving Terumo, huh?
Yeah, Terumo's been a political prisoner in Slovakia for the past 2 months now, I think. So I decided, all right, I kind of missed the free pig labor.
That secretly sabotages us the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like working with a bunch of Teamsters, really.
Like, did the Teamsters hurt you?
Maybe.
What did the Teamsters do to you?
They built my castle wrong.
I thought you said that was you and the werewolves that did it.
Half of them were Teamsters. You started the werewolves in the Teamster Union. I got free, cheap Teamster labor. What Joey the werewolf didn't tell me was
These were the guys that built Dracula's castle.
yeah. So
I'm still impressive that your main bedroom is floating in midair practically.
it's floating in midair.
I wonder how that works.
I don't know, magic. As long as they don't ask questions, it won't fall down.
What happens if you ask questions?
I don't want to ask questions, Steph. It's a cartoon thing where it's like if you step off a ledge and you look down, you fall.
I wonder what that means.
So an episode of Tiny Toons.
Huh.
Anyways, so
Yeah, we decided to talk to John about having Terumo be free, and he said, "Well, in reality, Tev, only keep Terumo in here because I like his company." It seems John has taken a liking to Terumo.
and what did Terumo say? Please.
Terumo's like, "Get me out of here, just end me. I don't care if you
This
I
guy-
don't
this
care
guy-
if you put me on the spit or anything
This
like
guy
that."
won't even eat me.
In reality, Terumo is trying to get someone to eat him still.
Yeah, and George is like, no, I want to keep you around longer, friend. I don't have many friends anymore. I have no use for them, but I like you. Please eat me, John.
Why would I do that? Then I have no one to talk to.
Please end me. I don't want to hear more about your sexcapades and war crimes.
Sounds like you're saying that you want me to tell you more stories.
So, anyways, here I was. I was in the library at Czechoslovakia. We have 2 books.
Oh God! No, not that story. No.
Yeah.
You win this.
Yeah. So how's Terumo? So is Terumo been released yet, or has he still like?
Terumo's been released, but half of his pigmen are gone. Although those motherfuckers multiply like nothing, so they'll be back at full strength again.
I'm shocked that Judd never sent Terumo to the cheap meat emporium. You're a good listener for a pig. I like that in a pig. I'll keep you around. Please send me to the cheap meat emporium, Judd. No.
No.
I got bigger plans for you.
No, I think you're happy here.
No, I'm not, Judd. Please.
You sure about that?
I'm very sure. Look at me. I see a happy pig.
Sometimes I wonder if John even sees the suffering of his people.
No, otherwise he would have fixed all of his problems by now.
Well, anyway, he's a little upset with me that I didn't let him didn't let him in the parade. Well, I gave him the wrong time when the parade started. So at the end of the parade, 2 hours after the parade ended, he showed up. He's like, "That was a parade." I'm like, "Oh, canceled."
What were you doing at the? What were you doing at there after the parade was canceled?
Cleaning up that mess.
Oh. Well, at least you're giving back to the community.
The Grinch and Rocco Bodie had a fight.
Oh, okay. Maybe it didn't go off without a hitch. I left that part out.
Well, it was at the end.
Yeah. Well,
When everybody was leaving, I guess the Grinch was too in character and didn't want Rocco's Christmas cheer.
And then Rocco was too in character, as he usually does.
He was. This was the whole plot of
The
Closet
battle of the method actors. No, so outside of that, you also have an update about Love Ape.
That motherfucker started filming his stupid movie outside of town. It's
Really?
Yeah.
There's nothing out there though, except the old abandoned sugar factory,
Or the mausoleum.
which
No one's allowed to go near.
yeah. If I hear he's even near there, I'll break his eyes.
Yeah, like nobody goes near that mausoleum. It's people claim it's haunted. Others claim that it's like a sacred type of thing. You don't get near it.
Yeah, it's a mausoleum. You don't go near it. But so is he like filming in the old sugar factory or what?
He's filming near it.
Weird.
But I don't know. I'm more or less TP. I'm not keeping that close to tabs on him, but I'm just making sure he doesn't get near town, or else I'll shoot to kill.
Trespassers will.
Trespassers will.
What's that for? It's my grandfather. His name was Trespassers William. Fucking piglet. Oh my god. So what? Like, have you subscribed to his Patreon to see the updates on that, or what?
Yeah, I give him $1.
Why, you support his production? So what? Are you use it as a way to spy on, see what he's been up to? What he's been up to then? How's the movie looking like? Or is this one of those Patreon guys that never?
He has a female ape.
Oh god.
Co-actress.
I was gonna ask, is this one of those guys who just like give to my Patreon? I promise I'll give you.
No, he's not Spoonie.
No, well, he was like, give to my Patreon. I'll give you behind the scenes updates and videos and stuff, and then he never posts them.
No, he actually posted them. He said, "Guys, meet the heroine in the movie. Love Ape best. Love Ape bet."
Yeah.
In reality, it's like this is Love Ape's sister.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And apparently, Hate Ape is in a cameo in it.
Oh my god.
He'll have a cameo in it for a couple minutes, but I saw him on production. Or I think that was just Saber Spark behind the camera. I don't know. They're both hairy.
Yeah.
Who was in the suit?
I don't know. It's still a mystery. God, I was gonna say, well, at the very least, he's like posting production stuff to his Patreon. I mean, I could tell you how many cosplayers say, "Oh, donate to me at this level," and you could see all how I make my costumes. Just kidding. And they never do, because they don't make their costumes.
I have a cough in the back of my throat.
Okay. What do you want me to do about it? Want to drink that Bengay?
Listen, like, you don't understand, but I drank a whole bottle of Icy Hot before I recorded this.
That's what's wrong with you. No, okay, so
Everything burns inside.
and it's cold and burny on the inside.
Wait.
But go on. What were you gonna say though?
Yeah, I'm surprised that he honestly decided to, like, put up production stuff.
Well, I used to know where people's money is going to is why.
Listen, he's got good Patreon practices, but this movie's... Ugh. I don't...
Look, man, when we talk about Patreon stuff, we always think of, like, people who are, like, at the very best, creators whose stuff we like, who are unproblematic. At the very worst, creators whose stuff people like, but don't have no follow-through, but people still give money to. We never talk about the guys who have problematic views and make problematic content and have a Patreon that people donate to. I'm looking at you, Diversity in Comics.
Oh God.
That fool's got a Patreon, which shocks me.
I mean, like,
And we're talking about a guy who like reviews comics in his car while he wears no shoes. There's a video where he's reviewing a new comic, and he's clearly recording in his car, and you can see in the corner of the video he's wearing socks in the driver's side.
what the heck?
He's wearing shorts. He's got socks on. He's in his car. What the fuck is going on here? Is your life a mess? This man has a child?
I don't think about Report of the Week, because anytime I think about someone reviewing their car, it's always Report of the Week. Well, recently he's gone outside the car and he films on park benches or whatever.
Oh yeah, he does that a lot now. Or if he's not at home, you know.
That's because apparently there was some guy stalking him,
Yeah.
and he had to like literally leave home for like a while. So in like a couple of his videos, you see like his mattress in the back of the car, and everybody's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, just don't worry about me." Just like he wanted to keep his family safe, so he literally just like lived in his car for a while people were like trying to stalk him. Apparently,
You know, I'm shocked that not anymore. Like, you don't hear more stalking stories for people that are like our content creators on YouTube or just pretty much like make stuff on the internet. You know, I mean,
they probably just don't give them light. For example, like Report of the Week gave that person light just because people were asking like, "Yo, man, are you okay?" Which led to a lot of weird posts on 4chan about a guy claiming he was stalking him.
Oh my god!
But in reality, this was just some creepy guy who went on like his social media, on like his private Facebook, and just grabbed images from it.
Ugh.
And people were like pretty mad at this. It's like, you don't mess with Review Bro. He's too pure. Like he's too much of a good guy to mess with.
So yeah, man. So Love Ape, it's in the works. Does he have like a projected release date?
Sometime next year.
Disgusting.
I'm disgusted by the Cleveland TV station for funding this project.
Oh, so he's getting Patreon money and Cleveland money.
Yeah, I'd hate to do his taxes. By the way, speaking of that, the IRS are cracking down on people on Instagram models now.
Really?
Or people that work like to make content for Instagram, because imagine you're some like 19-year-old kid.
You're right.
All right, you don't know much about the world because mommy and daddy always paid for everything you wanted.
Right.
And you're like, I got this iPhone 5, you know?
I have an iPhone 6, Tav.
I got this iPhone XXL
There you
large
go.
edition.
There you go.
All right. I'm going to make stupid videos with my friends, but they're also all handsome, supermodel-looking people, or they can make dumb faces but at the same time look mildly attractive.
Right.
And now I've amassed over 1 million Instagram followers, and companies do sponsorship deals on my Instagram videos I can pump out a couple times a day.
Right.
You imagine their pockets are lined with a lot of Instagram money.
Right.
Because Instagram doesn't have like a... People say it's probably a lot easier to get on, like, to be Instagram famous than it is to be YouTube famous.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You make a short video and you make it mildly funny or relevant, and you're going to get people to watch it. Alright.
If you're pretty enough, you can get anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially.
Exactly. Look at the
Go
Paul
on.
brothers. Anyway.
Ugh, and they're not pretty at all. They're kind of ugly.
They look... So I've heard someone call them cavemen.
Yeah, they've got that caveman face, really. I don't know who thinks they're handsome. I think they're not handsome at all.
I mean, what was it? Jake was the one on the Disney Channel show.
Yeah, and I feel bad for him. Anyways.
Do you think they
It's their personality, and I don't know, man.
Well, either way,
So
there was a big case of them not doing their taxes and filing stuff correctly, because essentially their pockets are lined with money they didn't talk about taxing. So the IRS are literally going after Instagram models and people to go pay taxes.
Any big names yet, or?
I mean, I don't know much about the Instagram thing, but mostly just like the models are just like, buy these Nike underpants. Look how good my butt is in it. You know, that's pretty much it. So people were like, we're going after Instagram thoughts that make them pay taxes. I'm working with the IRS now.
Jesus Christ.
I'm happy. I pay my taxes. I'm a good American citizen because my taxes just come back to the town.
Yeah.
So I get to line my pockets again.
Hey.
But yeah, you know, that's
interesting.
And this taught word to even Kisaragi where he says, Tav, I'm quitting the pizza place. Why? You're the manager. I'm working with the IRS now. I have to track down Instagram models and comedians. Apparently Kisaragi hates Instagram comedians or models.
I don't know what qualifies as Instagram comedian because the comedians I follow on Instagram are...
the memesters?
No. Hell no. Oh, the memesters. Yeah, of course you can take those guys down.
Big titty Jews. What the hell?
How do you make money off of that? Jesus Christ.
Well, no, you don't.
Oh, thank God.
It's mostly like the people who are just like, that do like the quick 10-second skit, you know?
Oh.
It's those people that they're tracking down because they're the ones that make the big monies, you know?
Yeah.
They're mildly attractive. They produce content that children laugh at and will watch on repeat.
Children and adults.
That people will watch like a bunch of times on repeat because it's so short. So view count stats up to like be somewhere in the high 100,000s.
Mm-hmm.
And then companies be like, this is a good way to promote our stuff. So they're like, all right, for example, say like Nike comes out, and they're like, all right, make a skit, but make it about these new shoes.
You got it.
And like, all right, sure. Hi, look at me. I'm running faster. I got shoes on or whatever.
Look at me. I run faster now that I got these Nikes on.
And then he trips. But,
Oh.
but shoes by Nike. Sponsored. There you go.
The shoes made me run fast, but then I tripped and I killed myself.
And that's
Rest
funny.
in peace, Nike.
There you go. That's a joke. That's it. That's done. The company gets money, and the Instagram model gets money because the advertisement's on it too. So
Mm-hmm.
they're like, "You got all this money not given to the government?"
Yeah, well, yeah, that's how that works.
They're like doing this.
Give me the money.
They're doing this. Oh, you give me the one-hand clap.
I give you a tip.
Oh, I give you a tip.
Here's a tip, lady.
Here's a tip.
Anyways, that's weird, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that someone's fucking cracking down on them.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad about that too.
No, if only people can crack down on those disgusting meme people.
Oh my God! Please, Lord, somewhere in heaven, strike them down.
But also, on that weird rabbit hole of people making money on like sites that aren't YouTube or Patreon or stuff like that.
Uh-huh. Yo-ho?
Kids on like
Yo-ho?
kids on TikTok make money too.
What?
There are sponsored TikToks and the TikToks have ads. Isn't that crazy? Granted, the Musical.ly kids too also made money. It just goes to show if you're handsome enough or funny enough or have like whatever. Because there's just large.
If you can lip sync good, like well enough.
Well, TikTok isn't even for that anymore. Well, they're still lip syncing, but
I want to fucking die. Let's change the subject. Can we talk about Mirai?
Yes.
Alright, long story short, Love Ape, I can't wait to see what you make. I want to see how disgusting this thing is. Also,
Instagram models, hope the IRS takes you down.
and Chris Parade, good job. Bumbletown, step it up. But let's talk about Mirai quick.
I'm glad that we didn't go to the Fathom event version over Slovakia.
Jesus Christ, jaw dry.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh look, I hate the little sister. I hate her so much. And then you look at the little sister, it's like jawed and like baby makeup. I'm gonna cry, big brother. Oh, hey, it's me. I'm from the future. I came back in time to kill you, little brother. Why? Because you put crackers on my face. No, dog jawed. Help me. It's me, the dog jawed. Woof. I'm a handsome man in my mind. I'm about to kick your ass. All right, so be it. Ah, da 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 da.
Oh, so you did go see the Jawed version?
Yeah, I did. I saw it. It was great. John played all the parts.
Man, Oh, God. Anyway, yeah, but Mirai was good. If you guys don't know, Mirai is the latest movie by the guy who directed Summer Wars.
Summer Wars, Boy and Beast, Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
And
Paprika?
I don't think that was him.
Okay.
And of course, my favorite one, Digimon the movie, Our War Games.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's always been great. I don't think he's ever made a bad movie, except for when they took some of his good movies and then cut them together to make a bad movie.
You mean our version of Digimon
Yes.
the movie?
But he's very good, and I'm glad to see that stuff animation be put to other uses.
Also, good use of CGI for background stuff.
Oh my fucking god! I was gonna say, like, the way he uses CGI for like backgrounds is fantastic. When you see like those overhead shots of the camera going down, and you see like the angle of the houses shift, but it contains the integrity of like that kind of hand paint quality, was fucking amazing.
That's really good cell shading.
Yeah. Story wise though, it's about a little boy in a baseball hat. I'm kidding. He gets magic powers, and his friends have to go after a meteor. And then the local fat kid grows up, and he says, "Fuck you guys."
And that's the plot of Earthbound.
Okay, it's about a little boy and his twin brother. Their mom dies because of a dinosaur.
That's Mother 3.
Okay, it's about a little boy. His grandpa dies, and turns out.
That's Mother 1.
No, turns out he's actually Monkey.
Oh wait, that's Dragon Ball.
Okay, alright. So about a little boy and his other baby friends, and they're getting up to baby mischief, and his dad wakes up at 3 a.m. in the morning to make pudding for his older cousin.
That's Rugrats. Stu, why are you making pudding at 3 a.m.?
Because I've lost all control of my life.
You know what? I was rewatching Rugrats scene recently, and I have a bigger appreciation for Stu Pickles.
He's great. He's a self-employed guy who pretty much makes toys for a living. He's an inventor.
He also had pretty wild hair.
I like him. I like Stu, Drew, and Lou Pickles. The dad.
What's the name of the grandpa? Just
Lou.
Oh yeah.
Drew was the brother. He's the one who works as like an executive guy.
How the hell does...
He's like an accountant, I think, or something
How
like
the
that.
hell does Drew Pickles have brown hair?
I don't know. Look at Lou.
Oh yeah, Lou has like faded purple.
I don't know, man. Maybe their mom. Anyways, Mirai. So it's about a little boy. It's about a family. They have their first kid, and then they have their second kid, and it's all about the trials and tribulations of having a second child in your family. You know, it's about like how having what it feels like to have a little kid, to have like a second child when your first kid is still very young, and having to deal with the emotions of like what essentially is a toddler, along with having like a newborn baby, and also as well as what it's like, how hard it is on the parents, which I think this movie does a very, very, very good job of portraying all of those aspects of it, and it's something that's just like, that's real to me. And you know, we talk about this director. Look, I hate to invoke his name. I hate to bring up a good point that this monster made, but one time Doug Walker talked about A Girl Who Leapt Through Time. And he talked about how this director knows how to do ugly crying correctly. Like...
Cuck Walker.
Yeah. Cuck Walker, he talked about how this director knows how to do ugly crying correctly. Like, as in, like, it's not just like, wah, wah, you know, it's like real, like, emotional, like, you feel it. And that's on display here. You know, when those kids cry, it's just like, oh, God, please. You feel like the parents, almost, in my opinion. You're always like, please stop crying. Please.
But I think one of the highlights of the movie is the dog.
Okay, that dog, I feel like that's how Peachy probably sees himself, but he's a DA now, so who gives a shit?
He did have all the bones he wants and all the premium
I
stuff.
used to be the prince of this house.
But when you came in, all I started getting was discount meals.
Yuko told me that we should buy him better dog food. Okay.
Oh, it sounds good to me. The dog said. The dog said he wants a war happen.
No, but yeah, they do a good job. And then the fantasy stuff that the kid gets into, I think, is very cool because it kind of shows off how he feels about like about certain things. It's like his way of like, I guess, realizing other people's feelings a little bit, but he's still like a little kid, so he still doesn't get it all the way. Like when future Mirai visits him twice, it kind of teaches him to like her a little more, but like the second time, it kind of really kind of drives it home a little bit more. So, but I mean, he's still a little kid. He's got a long way to go.
And even then, like, I think it's just about him appreciating his family a little bit more.
Oh yeah, of course.
Especially especially his mom, because he goes to his mom. That's kind of spoilers, isn't it?
No, it's not, because it's like it happens in like regular life. Like he gets mad at his mom and he says stuff like "I don't like you," which is like a thing that like little kids say to like their parents. Yeah, it's like literally like things that like little kids say to their parents a lot. Like when they get mad and like they're at an age where they don't know what words mean. You know.
Exactly, and then you see him kind of like go through this dream sequence of him hanging out with his like younger version of his mom, and his mom was like a bit of a troublemaker, just like him.
Yeah.
And she kind of like
also gets in trouble.
And she gets in
oh my fucking god! Those nerds behind us.
No.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah, fuck it up.
Fuck it up. It's like shut up.
I'll chew you.
I was about the wolf out right there if I didn't have the diarrhea the whole time.
Oh yeah, that's why we went to go see the John version.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I went to go see Mirai, but I missed maybe about 20 minutes of this movie because at the time I had bowel problems.
Montezuma's Revenge.
No, I'm pretty immune to that. But I don't know. Something was wrong with my tumbly. I blame the poor quality of Sprite at the Bummerville cinema. So I felt bad. I saw there was going to be a second showing over in Czechoslovakia. So I made the trip because I live right next door to it. I walked in.
You pretty much overlooked the town.
Yeah, so I went over. I saw it. I was pretty excited. Then I noticed that my ticket said Jodrai. And I'm like, oh my fucking god. And I was super delighted.
Yeah, but it's just you missed probably one of the other highlights of the movie, which was the train informant or the train.
Yeah, I missed that part. And this is the part that I was excited to see in the fucking trailer.
It's so good.
Ah.
They were able to emulate how stop motion looks in CGI.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's way better. This is better CGI than any of those fucking Robert Zemeckis movies.
By the way, they're having a revival at the IMAX in the next town over for the Polar Express.
What, you want to go see that?
Fuck no, I don't like the.
What, you want to go see Tom Hanks voice like all the male characters?
Hey, you know Robert Zemeckis made 2 Christmas-themed movies using his
Christmas Carol and Polar Express.
Yeah.
Both movies that people find decent and watch at Christmas.
I can't.
People actually prefer Christmas Carol over Polar Express to be the better Christmas movie.
What do you think?
I agree with them because I think Polar Express has more like style to it, where some characters look like they could be real humans, and you have Ebenezer Scrooge who looks
Ebenezer
who looks like a fucking gremlin.
But you're on Team Polar Express.
No, I'm on Team Christmas Carol. I think Christmas Carol is more enjoyable because Polar Express is
okay.
Stupid. It's a children's book about a dumbass train.
Okay, on the scale of Robert Zemeckis' 3 directed mocap movies, Beowulf, Polar Express, and Christmas Carol. Which one's the best?
You forgot Mars Needs Mom.
He produced it, not directed.
It's still a studio.
He produced it because if that's the case, we're gonna have to lump in Monster House, and which we all know is the best one.
Oh, just lump it in, whatever.
No, I'm talking about stuff that he actually directed, not handed over to someone else to do a better or worse job.
From best to worst,
of those 3 that he actually
from worst
touched.
to best, Beowulf, Polar Express, Christmas Carol.
Worst to best?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Polar Express. Beowulf is bad.
It's pretty bad. Like that scene where he's naked and he fights fucking Grendel is like absurd.
That's stupid.
It's like that somebody says like this is just like that Austin Powers bit where he's like walking around naked and you see all those things like covering him up as a joke.
And the funny thing is, in the unrated version, you see like Beowulf's CGI man ass, but then he turns around and he has no dong.
I hate that.
I'm like, you're gonna go that far, give him a man ass, then you have to go the full package. All right, it's unrated for a reason, Robert Zemeckis.
I'm not gonna see his newest movie, to be honest.
Welcome to Marwin.
Yeah, because I'm a big fan of the documentary and that it's based on, because the documentary is about the actual guy, and it doesn't sugarcoat the things that happen. This movie is one of those this movie looks like a sentimental piece of crap that's all about hooray, overcoming yourself. Marwin Call, the documentary, is like he's getting over it, but it's a journey. It's not about the destination. Like this one feels like, oh, he gets better in the end. Happy birthday.
Watch it get rave reviews.
I don't know. Robert Zemeckis, that's the second movie that he's adapted from a documentary that was well received.
Although people say that
because if you watch Man on Wire versus The Walk, Man on Wire is a superior movie. The Walk,
because the man making The Wire was a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, and he's in the documentary, talks about it. You see the madness and the madness and craziness behind them. Whereas it's pretty much The Walk is the sugar-coated version of the movie with some cool
Although people
visuals.
say with the style of what he's doing with Marwin, of the mixing the CGI with actual human actors.
Yeah,
people say this is what he should have been doing for a while.
I don't know. I heard Adelaide was pretty good though. Anyways, so Mirai, very good. I would want to watch it again when it comes out on home video. I'll give that a second watch again. Yeah, home video or digital. I don't know. When it comes out on VHS, I'll watch it.
I got an imported copy of our war games on VHS.
Fuck yeah.
By the way, there's a homage to our war games in a part of Mirai.
Yeah.
Because what I love, because I swear he has an excuse to make characters go through a digital world.
Yeah.
Because now you get to see
Well, he does that thing too in The Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
And Summer Wars.
Yeah.
Or Summer Wars is pretty much.
Boy and Beast, he's got. I mean, doesn't have as much of it, but he's got his love of making cool monsters and.
But what I love is the fact that literally it's the movie's I love the style of what he does when characters go through a digital world.
Yeah.
With the thick softer palette outline.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. And then last but not least, let's talk about our if we had a Switch and Smash Ultimate, gotta ride this gravy train.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Over at the esports arena, we're still playing Brawl.
Yeah, sorry. Can't even get Wii U, or DDS.
That's okay.
But so what would be your roster? Your team of 5 from Smash Ultimate.
Team K. Rool's on the top.
Okay.
My God, does that character look so much fun?
Yeah. Okay, after him.
I'm interested in trying out my man Wario. I'm a big fan of the
Garlic Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch out for him, Snake. Wario likes garlic.
And he farts.
Oh man.
God. Oh man, that sucks that they just ported over.
I know. Maybe they couldn't get the voice actor back.
They got David Hayter said he recorded the new voice themes for Snake.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Maybe they couldn't get the guy who plays the Colonel to come back. I don't know, man. I don't know what reasons they have. Anyways, so Wario, King K. Rool. So far, I see the pattern of thick boys.
Big boys.
You're gonna throw in King Dedede, the original big boy sucker.
No, I mean, if you want to be, DK's a pretty big boy too.
He's beefy.
DK's beefy, all right, but also Bowser is a big. Bowser's also pretty beefy.
Yeah,
he's a big boy.
And he gets bigger with his smash.
But but here's the thing: I'm playing as the man pig, the OG Terumo, Ganondorf.
So you got Ganondorf. I was gonna say Terumo. You got Ganondorf from Ocarina of Time.
That my favorite outfit for him.
Yeah. So you got Ganondorf. Mm-hmm. You got Wario. You got King K. Rool. You need 2 more guys.
All right. Gotta put in a Fire Emblem character. Ike. But yeah, Swole Ike, not Kid, not like the Kid Ike, but Swole.
Well, I mean, obviously the one in Smash Ultimate. Who's
no, because he has two costumes.
Oh.
His first appearance from the GameCube game, I think that was Radiant Dawn.
Yeah.
Don't come at me with this one.
Don't at me.
Don't at me with this one because
I don't care.
Well, I do care because I know some Fire Emblem, but I just always forget which one's Radiant Dawn, the other one's the other one.
So Man Ike.
Man Ike from the Wii game.
Man Ike.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Sonic.
Sonic.
Because I've been playing Sonic since Brawl Boys. I'm like the top.
He's got one of the faster smashes. Like the way how fast he moves is like, oh shit, they really use the frame rate for this guy here. All right, so this is your team. You got King K. Rool, Wario, Bowser.
No, Ganondorf.
Oh, Ganondorf, Ike, Sonic, 2 blue boys, 1 swole guy, and 2 thick boys. It's a good team.
Dude, like all the big heavy characters, I like playing in Smash.
Yeah, well, duh.
Because I can go with like a fast character. I mean, that's what Sonic is there for me. But like, there's something about Ganondorf that's just so satisfying. Because Ganondorf is a character that waits for you to like mess up.
Yeah.
Because when Ganondorf punishes in the game, it's bad.
I know. Just ask Captain Falcon.
Well, Captain Falcon is like all speed.
Yeah.
But people say like how Captain Falcon plays, which is like high risk, high reward, is pretty like emulates how the game is.
Yeah.
Or F-Zero is high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, for my team of 5, gotta go with Mr. Game & Watch.
That's like your favorite melee character.
Yeah. Dr. Mario.
Your other favorite melee character.
Duck Hunt Dog.
All right. Dogman.
Pac-Man.
Olimar or Alf?
Pac-Man.
Oh, the Pac himself. Huh?
And I want to play King K. Rool, but I want to see what's going on with that Daisy.
People, from what I understand, people say like Daisy is. You can tell Daisy was the first Echo Fighter they made for Smash Ultimate specifically.
Yeah.
Because a lot of her property stuff is very similar to...
Her Daisy Bomber hits harder than Peach's Peach Bomber, though.
People say Daisy is more akin to Melee Peach.
Yeah, apparently. But also, one cool thing about Daisy and Peach, though, when you do their smash, you can actually switch their what weapon they want by holding up, down, or forward or side. So, like, if you hold up, you do the frying pan, and you smash upward.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. You get to choose. And I always like hitting with that frying pan.
For some reason, I knew you were going to say Daisy. But I think the most unique Echo Fighter is probably Chrom, because he's an Echo Fighter Roy, but he has, like, moves from all the other, like, sword...
I was going to pick one of the Belmonts, though, because I love those Belmonts.
You got Conan and Richter.
Yeah, you got Conan the Barbarian and Jonathan Joestar.
I mean... I think the Belmonts are pretty similar to the Joestars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, yeah. So,
they both.
The Belmonts have to go stop some dickhead vampire.
And so do the Belmonts. It was a hard choice because like with Daisy, just like I like Daisy a lot, and I like her. Her idle animation is like super energetic. She's got they put a lot of personality in her, which I enjoy. But also the Belmonts are cool. And I'm a good old Castlevania boy.
Oh, so you're not gonna go with the Splatoon kids?
That's fine. I mean, I like Splatoon. Throw some ARMS characters in there.
That's such a waste that they didn't put an ARMS character.
But also, if I had to add a 6th guy, Piranha Plant.
The fucking plant. You know,
of course.
For 6th guy, I'd probably put Richter Belmont.
Of course you would. Rando Blood.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
Okay.
Imagine Dracula just like,
okay.
All right,
because for Dr. Mario,
that's like your melee man.
That's my melee dude. I almost won a tournament with him. I lost to a Link. Mr. Game & Watch because I love shenanigans. Duck Hunt Dog because I love shenanigans.
Pac-Man
because I love shenanigans. Daisy because I like princesses. So that's pretty much like Dr. Mario. Good, solid character. He's a doctor. He knows what he's doing. Pac-Man. I mean, Mr. Game & Watch. Shenanigans. Duck Hunt Dog. Shenanigans. Pac-Man. Shenanigans. It was a strong toss-up between Pac-Man or Ice Climbers because shenanigans. If you know what my like style of fighting character is, it's characters who can pull shenanigans.
Blanca.
Blanca.
He used to terrorize Tisserati with Blanca.
Blanca, fucking Faust. No, not Faust. Zappa.
Zappa, yeah. Well, you also used to play Faust a lot, too.
Yeah, but Faust, I found Faust to be kind of cheap. So I still go Zappa because it's more shenanigans than you can shake a stick at. But they haven't put my boy Zappa back in the game.
They need... story reasons why they won't.
Stupid.
Because he's not possessed.
Oh, but Dizzy's back in the game?
Dizzy was trapped in a block of ice.
I don't want to hear
by the
it.
Thunder Seal, and then Kai's like, Dizzy, we need someone who's almost as strong as Soul because you're like half gear and he's a full gear. So I'm pulling the Thunder Seal out. You're unsealed. Go help us out. And she's like, okay.
Bring in Justice.
They can't. It might be.
Bring the dwarf guy with the giant axe.
He's dead.
Oh.
Cliff is too old and he's dead.
Bring him back.
Bring him back.
Things I want. I want Zap in the game. I want Cliff in the game. I want Justice in the game.
I mean, technically,
I want all the female characters to get breast reductions, or at least have more realistic looking breasts.
God, yeah.
Get those implants out of there.
You gotta fix Jam.
Gotta fix Jam. Gotta fix fucking Bikin.
Amelia is okay.
Yeah, Amelia's fine. All the other ones are fine.
We gotta take off that license plate on Amelia. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure.
I like that license plate.
Yeah, but has anybody checked the stickers on it yet?
Oh, you're right. She's got to. Well, she works for a bureau. They're always. It's probably exempt.
All right.
Anyways, before we go, gotta read these ads. First things first. Some Tavoland updates. Got a new one from Tavoland Esports Arena, and it goes: if y'all having fun with your beloved Smash Ultimates, I got something better for you. I got a new emulator. I call it Tavoland Smash Ultimate Edition. Play as all your favorite characters. Play as Jod. Play as Tav. Play as Yuri. Play as Kisaragi. Play as America's favorite pig, Terumo. Play as America's favorite time traveler, Saber. And of course, play as America's former favorite werewolf, Lycan Jones. More characters to be unlocked. Look, we tried our best to use a Mugen emulator to try to simulate the gameplay of Smash Ultimate. We did our best.
Well, this was me messing with the Brawl engine to try to recreate Smash Ultimate with how it feels through Brawl. So, this is just one giant Brawl mod.
Fair enough. You got to tell your copyright to not put Mugen. Then that's misleading people.
Yeah, you're misleading people. Also, who the hell put Terumo as America's favorite pig? Is he?
I don't know. It seems biased. I see hoof marks on this thing.
Those motherfuckers are back to the I told them not to.
Anyways, and then of course, come for Tavoland Smash Ultimate Edition. Stay for our barbecue chicken dinner, served of course of America's favorite side, coleslaw and plain cabbage. We gotta make your own coleslaw bar. We provide all the ingredients. You make your own coleslaw.
Stupid, because everybody just didn't put everything in it. Who made this? Who said about make your own coleslaw bar?
It's got it. I don't know. This is from your store, so. And then
who signed this? I won't even sign this. It just has a hoof mark on it.
Oh well, that's what you get. You wanted this. I did dance for this. And then also we got an ad up here for Tavoland Pizzeria. Hope you're enjoying your Christmas nights. And I hope you enjoyed our free Hanukkah dinner to all the local Jewish peoples of our town. Come next week, we're in talks with having a Kwanzaa dinner at the end of the month. Hopefully it works out. If not, we'll reappropriate it for a Grimp dinner.
We'll have a real roast beast.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for that. And next week we're going to be doing it'll be Mariah Carey night. So bring your mom, bring your sister, your older sister, and your little sister. Bring your aunt. Bring any woman that's a little older than you. They'll enjoy this a lot.
A lot of people.
And then Cheap Meat Emporium is back.
Oh, great.
Friends,
we're out the pork meat.
literally what it says. Friends, we're out the pork meat. I'm very sorry. It turns out pig have brights. Did not mean to hurt no one. This is not an ad. This is apology. We're sorry.
But monkey okay. Is Josh just Frieza?
Yeah, but monkey okay. But the monkey okay. Next week we might have fish. Your choice.
What fish?
Signed. With great apologies, Cheat Meat Emporium. And that does it for ads this week. Looks like.
I wonder where they got the fish from.
I don't know.
I'm surprised Sons of Walking to.
Wait, Captain Crushers.
Oh.
Do you think they're stealing from Captain Crushers? Do you think they're going in, buying their fried fish, and then reselling it?
I don't know. We don't allow mules past the Johnson Walking border.
You want to talk about that for a second before we go?
Oh.
So, I went in to go watch Jod Ride, and I noticed something I had never noticed before, because I don't spend a lot of time in Czechoslovakia, but I noticed for the first time a thing that shook me to my core, and I had to ask Tav about this. Mm-hmm. I saw their police. Turns out their police are mounted.
Yeah.
Not on horses. They can't afford them, but on mules. And all the police in Czechoslovakia, the mounted police, the SMP, aka Jod's private army.
Yeah, his militia.
Their uniforms consist of their regular clothes and children's SWAT team gear. Like the kinds you buy at dollar stores, or that guy with the animal hats was selling at the parade this last weekend.
I like that was called police set, but there wasn't even a police centered handgun replica. It was an assault rifle.
Well, they have the real guns, but in terms of like gear, it's all the children's plastic gear. It doesn't fit them. They have to like tie it with like bungee cords and rope to make it fit on them.
And they're all maybe.
And then all the officers are wearing paintball gear because they can afford it, and it somewhat protects them more, but not from real bullets.
Yeah.
So it shocked me. And then you told me a story. You knew about this for a while, and you told me about a story about Jod showing up on his mule.
Yeah, he was. There were some ruffians near the wall. He was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What do we have here, boys?" He got off his mule.
Here's the image. I can totally imagine the image of Jod in a stupid blue and gray sweatshirt with epaulets and medals on it, showing up on his mule. And he's like, "Whoa, what do you got here, boys?" And he gets off his mule. He's got his whip and handgun in hand.
Listen, we have a couple of boys trying to hop the wall, are we?
Oh, please, Jod, nothing real. It's all dream. You're having a dream again, Jod. It's sleepwalking. You're sleepwalking on your beloved mule, Mulesy, named after your favorite musician, Halsey.
Muesli. I thought that was the oat stuff.
It's muesli.
Wait, I thought his other mule was named Metamucil.
Yeah, Metamucil.
Yeah, and then his paddy wagon is just an old horse transporter tied to another mule.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's
They couldn't even afford a donkey.
Yeah, we'll have to bring Jod over here and talk about like all of his like all the things that make up his stupid micronation.
His regime.
Yeah. Anyways, so that does it for this here podcast. Tav, do you got anything to plug? We have rope, oil, lamps.
Rope, lamp oil, bombs, rope, lamp oil. It'll be all yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies. Come back to your richer.
God. Okay, but
Nah, I'm good.
all right, we got nothing to plug.
Quit supporting Hate Ape on Patreon.
He has a Patreon too now?
Sorry, Love Ape.
Oh, thank God.
I don't know,
Still,
don't support any of them.
don't support them. Don't support.
Give me
pizza. Give me pizza. Give me pizza. Give me the fucking pizza. Hey, shut the fuck up.
No, we're good. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. And then I'm still making my stuff. I'll probably put out a new book diary. I'm trying to finish Doomstar over here, okay? So, yeah. Thanks for listening, and see ya.
We want to be ya.